about it. Whether I'm going to be able to forget about it is another story entirely.
True.
Thank you for cursing college.
So last time we left off, we were in the middle of the Leviathan DLC. And so far what we've learned is Leviathan seems to be, to have the ability of a Reaper, such as indoctrination, the ability to kill Reapers, so it has to be fucking powerful, and the Reapers really, 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 really want it dead, while Leviathan seems to want to be left the fuck alone. And so the prevailing theory, at least among Dr. Bryson, is that Leviathan is a rogue Reaper.
Which is an interesting concept.
Mm-hmm.
Now this does not. It was a hijack all along.
Yeah. Now this does not mean that Leviathan is nice. After all, we saw a mining colony where that Leviathan had held in its thrall for 10+ years.
Well, let's just ignore the fact that they also made his assistant shoot his boss and then made it a vegetable.
Like, Leviathan will not hesitate to kill organics to keep it secret. But it seems to have no love for the Reapers in general.
It just wants to be left the fuck alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm getting.
And honestly, I can respect that.
Yeah, no, honestly, I get that. Fuck everybody. Fuck dealing with people.
For Dr. Ann Bryson. She is not used to death, but she may be quite capable under stress.
Did you talk with the rest of the crew after that mission, or no?
I'm actually doing that now. After that mission, we kind of just immediately called it because of how much time I had. Making sure everybody
has anything to say.
Alright, we'll go see Tali again. Raven said since she's not officially part of the party until after Rannoch.
And I don't care. I'm not gonna get.
I originally wanted to do Leviathan after Rannoch, just like for this specific reason, but you know.
That Dreadnaught is tearing through our fleet.
Yeah, all she's gonna talk to me about is that Dreadnaught until I handle it.
God damn it.
Talk to you later, Tali.
She's not going to talk to you about anything until you finish Rannoch completely.
I got time to interrupt Leviathan to go do Rannoch.
Commander.
You're not going to get through all of Rannoch in one day. The missions are too long.
Alex, I can hear myself echoing from you.
You sound far away, Dylan.
You sound far away.
Damn it, that's right. Stop.
Say that again.
The population of the colony world of Tyvor has been killed.
I don't understand. The Reapers have been taking people alive.
It was self-inflicted. When Reaper forces invaded, Tyvor's colonists detonated nuclear weapons inside their cities.
Goddess.
Their deaths would have been instantaneous, Doctor.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Glyph. That'll be all.
They said,
I mean, I
fuck you,
respect
you
that.
didn't win.
Yeah, no, I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck you.
Man,
I ain't giving you shit.
the whiplash I get from this. I came back from League of Legends story mode where nobody died, not even the villains, to an entire planet is now wiped away.
Entire planet fucking nuke themselves just to give a nice big middle finger to the enemy.
Did you see what she just said?
Nope.
Nope.
I was getting
She
soda.
said, what's with you rescuing scientists from dig sites overrun with hostile forces? If you agree to help her take down the Shadow Broker, I'm gonna get jealous. And concerned.
Gonna get jealous and concerned. I mean, fair.
I can handle the
Fair
Reapers
point.
that run around, or the ones that crawl, or the ones that shuffle menacingly toward you, but it's the flying ones that give me the creeps. How's it going?
You know what, Gareth? That's fair. Everything is like 8 times more terrifying when it suddenly gives it wings.
Mother-in-law. Ugh. Mother-in-law with wings. Ugh.
So if
Yeah.
a Reaper goes rogue and kills one of its own. And that's what we're looking at here, right?
Yeah, see, everything's more
Bryson
unsettling with
really
wings.
was onto something big.
Unsettling to begin with,
Amazing.
but certainly more
A lot
unsettling
of
with
smart
wings.
people in this galaxy. I'm a lucky guy to work with so many of them.
Shut up, cardboard. I just
Look,
killed
he
you while
may
you were
be
alive.
he may
He
be
has a name.
cardboard.
It's called Two-Ply.
He may be cardboard, but he makes a mean steak.
What do you think about a new yeoman in this tree?
She's not a yeoman, she's a
I can make my own steak.
And you're barking up the wrong tree, Kenneth. You're not her type.
Oh, well, perhaps you should go and talk to her then.
Maybe I should. Nobody's barking up my tree.
If it works out, be sure to take video.
Damn!
Jesus.
Dude. Come on. Beta class. Not a lot, just a little
If
bit.
Leviathan is a defector, a reaper that broke away from the others, then it is also a traitor, and traitors are never to be trusted, even among the enemy. If they can betray their own kind, imagine what they can do to you.
Yeah, Javik's whole thing is... But hey, look, it's a defector. Yes. And that means it has no allegiance worth a damn.
That means it has no loyalty.
Ball.
And another harvester keeps me from dropping you off in a target LC, so help me.
Esteban, don't let those oversized roaches push you around.
Mr. Vega, taking on a sky full of worm necks and a troop transport is like sending you against the Earth invasion armed with brass knuckles.
What, you don't think I could do it?
The next time you show up at a monastery, let me know you've left.
No,
weapons.
Vega, I don't.
I worry about you. Doesn't hurt to go over the weapon roster one more time. Ma'am.
Just the idea of James going up to Earth and
One of
just
the
put him up,
scientists
put him
mentioned
up.
a shitload, but that seems
Fucking
like a shitload
boxing
of
a
harvesters.
sovereign class reaper.
Do you hear that hum? Is that just me? Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
That's not a good sign.
Is there actually something over here? No.
Like it.
I'm
Don't
trying to
like it.
remember if that hum that he talks about is something I'm actually supposed to look for.
No.
Okay.
I look comfortable.
Alex, you know what you should be doing? Saving up for the Cerberus Harrier so that you can give it to Garrus.
Now I want Alex to just not do it specifically because you said to do it.
Oh, we missed the
In
1812
typical
Raider
Alex
in
fashion.
the last mission.
Oh, was that there? I don't know.
Yep. It's not a good shotgun, so don't worry about it.
Well, it was Space Jet. But, you know, missed that. It's
The Indra. I hate the Indra so much.
It was the incisor that was good, man.
I don't like either of them. You tell me it's a sniper rifle, I expect a sniper rifle. Not a pulse rifle or a shitty, like...
Nope. Okay, here's
Alex,
the
why didn't
Harrier.
you...
I need 165. Okay.
You should get the high cal barrel and the heatsink mod from Agor Munitions. High cal, high velocity. I always say high cal because I assume high cal is armor piercing. Every time. But look at that, ignores 80% of armored targets' defenses, so it's gonna do so much more damage against armored targets.
Okay.
Now your shots have a 40% chance of not costing ammo.
Let's do this.
Where are you going?
I mean, we gotta take Anne Bryson back to her father's lab, right?
She'll meet. She's already there. She said to meet her there.
All right, cool. Then, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
How she managed to get there without you, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll take one of the shuttles, but that's our shuttle. I'll take one of the shuttles. You can pick it back up on the Citadel. Please don't take. I'm taking your shuttle.
Ball.
I don't remember asking. I said I was taking it. I had an idea for how the next Mass Effect is going to go. But in order for it to work, it kind of invalidates all potential romances that are not Liara.
Well, remember, their excuse was that Liara loved Shepard
Anne?
no matter
You here?
what, even if they didn't romance her.
Anne?
Oh, Commander. Yes, I'm sorry. Just... This is hard.
Of course. You alright?
Yes. No. I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial. A disagreement on how to file some of the specimens. I was mad about something else. I don't remember what. And I took it out on him. So stupid.
I understand.
Aw.
But we
Time
really
is short.
need your
Get
help.
to it. Chop, chop.
I know. I'm just a little lost. Seeing all this again. He was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
Distant father figures. Where have we heard that before in Mass Effect?
Still am, I guess. But sometimes, he was so full of stories, he nearly burst. I love that about him. It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
You know, now I think about it, I think the only character that doesn't have
I
a
need to know
distant
what's
father
on the
figure
end of that
is
artifact. What he died
Caden.
for.
Then help us hunt down whatever's responsible. You're our last chance.
Okay. If anyone can sort through this mess, it's me.
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark. But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
That's so lame. I bet whoever wrote that felt really proud about themselves.
Proud of themselves.
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psyche valves. But now, Thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
You studied the Arachnite?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachnite as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders. At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
Okay, but how is that actually different than than being telepathic?
Because she said,
Hey, Commander. Need a hand?
activate the head.
What brings you down here, James?
Heard you're closing in on the Reaper killer. Anything that can scare those bastards has to be worth a look.
That's what I'm hoping.
The head's looking at James. Yep. It's like, damn, he big.
Commander,
It's not letting Alex activate the head.
It's supposed to bite him.
Hey,
Yep.
Edie.
And
Husk
it
bites.
zapped him.
They don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
Oh. Bite.
I recommend you apply Metagel.
Hey, if nobody claims this thing, we could take it with us. You know, for research or, I don't know, whatever.
All right. Just don't tell anybody.
Nice. You think Esteban will let me set up bowling pins in the cargo bay?
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact. But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a
I
receiver.
love how
We'll only be able to trace
Shepard,
Leviathan
Edie, and
through
Bryson
it.
are all having this serious-ass conversation,
As they did on
and
the
James is
council.
just sitting there thinking of how to have fun
Wait,
with
Edie,
bowling.
why did you change your
Unless it needs
clothes?
something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in
The
common.
last two times Edie was wearing their outfit,
The
but now
armor
they're-
plating needed to be washed.
Control was similar to a
Oh.
quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right, just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at
All
that
I'm
dig
hearing is technobabble that means nothing.
He was getting too old for long digs, but he hated being stuck in the lab. He nearly missed my graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field gear. God, he'd have hated dying here.
And I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you, but maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
I don't like it, but we're out of options.
You know better than I do what Leviathan's capable of when threatened. I know it's a long shot, but I have to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous.
Oh,
as hell.
Alex.
Mm-hmm.
For further clarification, I had mentioned what is with the translators not fully translating things. Example,
This is pretty gutsy.
James.
I don't know about guts.
What about James?
He constantly will just switch in between Spanish and English.
Okay. I'm ready.
Why don't the
What?
translators translate that?
Shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact
Maybe
online.
because
Anything?
Shepard already
Nothing
understands
yet.
Spanish and doesn't have that set to turn on.
Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie? No trace yet.
Holy hell!
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn
So you
back.
can leave this
The darkness
for at
can't
least
be
one.
breached.
Yo!
Maintain connection.
Listen to
If
me.
you hold it for
I
too
found
long,
you,
she
and
will
the Reapers
die.
are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a
But if you
threat.
don't hold it for the entire
Sorry,
time, you won't
I've
narrow the
seen
search
what
down
you
to
can
one
do.
planet.
The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough? Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Belay that, Lieutenant. Signal is fading. Maintain connection. We can fight them. We can win this.
The cycle cannot be broken.
You're wrong. Focusing the point of origin. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
I'm stopping this!
Raise the shield.
Jeez. Look at her.
Edie, did we get anything?
You want to sit rep? Are you kidding me? Look at her.
Please, Lieutenant. I'll be fine. Really.
Yes, Shepard. But it will take time to search. Coordinates sent to the Normandy.
This better be worth it.
Agreed, Lieutenant. Anything else, Anne?
It was dark. Cold. I can tell you this much. Leviathan is angry.
It knows we're getting close.
I think it wants to kill you.
Come on. Let's get you some help.
Oh no, another superpowered entity wants me dead. Whatever will I do?
Edie?
That's funny.
Okay.
just leave her. She's having fun. Alright. Alex, you want me to tell you what planet it actually is on? Because I remember the name of this one.
Sure.
2183 Dysplonia. I only remember that because the song that they play for it is called that. I think it's actually in the relay system for it. Or it may not be. So you seem to already have half of it discovered.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, it's in Psytropit.
Did I? I haven't really scanned these systems for resources and assets. I need to rectify that.
They added them with this DLC.
Signal confirmed.
That planet looks murky.
Husk neural map.
I don't feel like I want that.
Well, more information on the Reapers is always valuable.
I found something. No sign of Leviathan at these coordinates.
I found something. You did? No, I didn't. No, never mind.
I found something. What was it? Nothing.
What was it? A pile of shit.
Evasion successful.
Look at all this nothing, Commander. The biologists on Chalkos have made a quick study of the brain structures of husks and other Reaper creatures, isolating the parts of the brain responsible for interpreting sensory data. Their conclusions contrast the various strengths and weaknesses of Reaper ground forces when it comes to sight, smell, hearing, and so forth.
Reapers eluded.
So to help people escape, they've studied their detection systems. Okay, that makes sense then. I just hear that people are carving into husk brains, and I immediately go, why?
Like, fucking why?
Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything else over there.
It's 2181, sorry.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
This planet was only spotted recently by human space probes. No records indicate it has been explored since. Scans indicate it's covered in an ocean of liquid water and has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. It is highly likely to have at least some photosynthetic life.
They just launched probes there, and then nobody went after it.
Well, I mean...
you want to bring Liara.
Of course I do. Maybe Javik? They might have something to say about this.
Maybe.
Alright, off we go.
Cortez,
Here we
what's
go
the
again
status
on
of the
our
probe
own.
we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
Given the circumstances, what are we expecting to find down there?
Bryson's team called it a Reaper killer. From what we've seen, it doesn't want to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
Yes, but then what? If this is a Reaper, how can we ally ourselves with it? They are monsters, never to be trusted.
We're not gonna win this war by turning away help, even if it does have blood on its hands.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
All.
Underwater.
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
That's possible?
Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out. Status!
Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
I guess we're not gonna find out after all. Time to take a swim.
Let's take a swim down a couple thousand meters.
Just a couple kilometers down, like, subsurface. Fine.
Right?
I've survived far worse, Commander.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get
You did survive the apocalypse of your entire people, so I guess you have.
power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
Look at all this. Whatever that pulse was, we're not the first to get hit.
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
Argus. A decent assault rifle, but not my favorite. It's a 3 burst.
Datapad, Attenbrooks. The hull will hold. That's what they say. Whatever God watches over Ezo prospectors came through for us. Despite a hell of a smack in the water landing, the MSV Monarch displaces enough air to stay afloat. We're all lucky we're alive. Captain Pratt even ordered the champagne broken out. Helps perspective, I guess. The big puzzle? What downed us in the first place? Kunshan says it wasn't lightning. It's like some kind of pulse. A direct energy weapon seems likely, but where would it have come from? There's no radio traffic. Whole bloody ocean is silent. Tonight the techs are going to try rewriting the power to get a good mass drop before getting the thrusters firing. If all goes well, we'll be airborne in 24 hours. Well, that definitely didn't happen.
Any idea how old these are?
Old enough not to
Looking at the bodies. That's a hell of a description there, Dominic.
Explains why no one gets out of here.
I immediately shot
Attempts
every
to get
single one
airborne
of
have
those that I
failed
found.
every time. The damage done by the pulses, if you could call it damage, doesn't make physical sense. Connections aren't fried, but the Monarch's thruster is disengaged. The distress beacon's likewise dead, but most of our electronics are still functioning. It doesn't seem to be a result of shielding. Without a distress beacon, we've got no chance. I hear bad things about ration supplies, and I think that's why the captain ordered us to collect rainwater and set up tents on the deck. It keeps us busy. Brooks has been talking about using the Triton's weapons to try blast fishing. I agree, but I haven't seen anything that looks like a fish. I wish I were an optimist. A few of those artifacts. A bunch of them, Jesus. Datapad, Dr. Chai-Lin. The rations will hold us 2 days more. Brooks set a drone to the bottom and it came up with bioluminescent plant life. None of it is edible. I warned the crew not to eat any before my tests were done, but Romero and Mullins tried anyway. They haven't stopped vomiting, and their dehydration wastes fresh water. We sent Kunshan's team on a raft over to the wrecks. They came back with spheres, some kind of organic-based alien technology, and nothing to eat. I want to believe they'll give us some answers, but if they had help, the other ships figure out what happened, they wouldn't be here now, would they? It's getting cold.
Looks like a damaged Atlas. Different though, and it's not flying Cerberus colors.
It may not be Cerberus technology at all. Regardless, it doesn't work.
There's another data pad behind you, I believe.
Another one of those things. Jesus. That makes 3. Captain Abel Pratt. Ramos is our first death. He tried to throw one of the spheres overboard, then something happened. Kunshan and maybe 3 or 4 others started beating him like madmen. I wish I was quick enough to save him. They showed no remorse, not even comprehension. It's clear I'm no longer in control. I held a funeral to keep order. The crew would have benefited his body like wild dogs. We compromised. He will be tethered in the water to attract scavenging animals that we will catch for food. If he doesn't get a bite within 3 of this planet's days, we'll cut him loose as a water burial. We've sealed the Tritons off. They're dangerous, especially given the crew's mental state. My kingdom for a shark.
Though things went well for these people.
Oh, hey.
This is a place of death. Those ships look like they've been drifting for years.
Oh, nice.
So it's happening
Pistol
here.
headshot damage. Pierce up.
Look, up there!
Reapers!
Coming in hot!
Protect the shuttle!
Wow.
Alright! This whole ass Reaper popping in.
Situation?
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on.
Gotta get back towards the shuttle.
Something I have noticed with the Geth Plasma SMG is that it kind of bugs out with sound occasionally.
Yeah, it seems that way. Oh, shit.
It crash landed on Javik.
Get fucked, Javik.
Nice.
What am I getting hit by now? What am I getting hit by? I don't even see anything! I spun around and saw nothing!
You had walked behind a wall. No, you walked behind a wall. I saw it for a split second. There was a cannibal behind one of the things.
Yes, there was something there. You just moved
Well,
it out
there
of
was
its
my
line of
first.
sight.
There was my first death.
Yes, you finally fucking died, and I'm so happy about it. Word flare, Dark Channel. Yeah. Hilarious.
Also, don't get too close to brutes when they fall, because for some reason they can still break your shields as they're falling. It counts as an attack for some reason.
That's dumb. You have to
Like
kill
it's
everything?
it's even labeled in the game tips menu, so that's intentional.
Cortez is in trouble. Get to him.
Uh-oh. Shepard's just rage when using charge.
Using biotic charge is just rage incarnate, and I love it. I'm here for it.
Ooh, Hydra.
But this dude.
It's a missile launcher. It's a one-shot kill.
Nice work, Commander. But there's a development. We need to talk.
You're gonna want to save that, Hydra.
Ooh, pistol ultralight.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
The Normandy could extract us.
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
And we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we
We
do
are.
that?
I just went. None of that.
Well,
Not allowed.
Might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
A diving mech?
It's a Triton model, military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded, it should be good to go.
I'm game. We chased Leviathan this far. Let's finish this.
They are
It's a long ways
multi-shotting
down.
that one-shot
Not
gun.
gonna sugarcoat it.
Fine, don't
I
worry
hear
about
you.
it.
And time's wasting.
Wait a minute. Are we seriously considering?
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
It appears we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. You can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those
Like,
for
we
juice.
seriously considering
Hang on, I'll get you started.
it's like considered
Got a
because
cell
we
phone,
are.
Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
This was also just to basically show off the future mechanic that they were adding to the multiplayer, because they added this mechanic to one of the multiplayer rounds during this.
That's funny. Way
They're
that
gonna
thing
just
works is
infinitely
funny.
summon brutes, so you just gotta hurry. I killed 19 of them before I just decided enough is enough.
Got another cell here.
I mean, if they're all gonna spawn over there, I'm just gonna go to this one repeatedly.
Yep.
I don't know why I would ever go to that one.
Uh-huh.
Cargo doors are opening, Commander. That neck is all yours.
Wrong.
Game.
Game.
She's just like, hello?
Funny.
Lear is dead. Liara's biggest problem in this game is that she can't take a punch. She has the least amount of health of anybody. Tally has more health than her.
The person whose shield is not supposed to be breached. I mean, whose suit isn't supposed to be breached. What is this? Oh, this thing, I don't know what it is, but I swear to God the controls are fighting you with this thing.
You are technically falling down lower levels.
Good. I need to get in the water before they come back.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
And I walked all the way over to the water first.
Well, he did say he wanted to check it
Oh, God
to make
damn
sure
it, now it's
was
going in this hole.
seaworthy.
This thing controls like ass.
Yes.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Commander, risk is rarely a hindrance. This plan, even I would hesitate.
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Let's go.
Shepard.
I'll be fine. Closing hatch.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comlink.
I read you.
Here goes.
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
I remember the loading screen for this.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
Looks good so far. Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
Oh, this is fun.
There's a loading screen just
This loading screen.
diving.
Ooh!
That's a good one.
Now, it went on because of this. It's the Legendary Edition on Xbox Series S. It's got a short loading screen, but the original was really long, so it just got progressively
you felt
darker.
that.
3 minutes.
It got
You just sit there for like a solid
darker
3 minutes
and
staring at
darker
this, slowly
and
becoming
darker.
more and more unnerved.
Yep. Light went out.
How's
Pressure is
Joy?
getting deep.
Of course the light goes out. Some
Yeah,
might say
pressure
that's
crushed
better.
it.
Yeah. You said you can't see the terrifying eyeball that suddenly pops out of nowhere. That's
Well, we do
bigger
have
than the
flares.
size of your mech.
I love this song that plays.
Not sure if you can read me up there.
I swear,
Looks
deep
like I've
water
finished the
eligible
major
is
descent.
some of the most unsettling.
Can't see much from here. Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
Pressure is just over 4,000
Shutting down
atmospheres.
all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now. Getting some strange readings from
Is it firing off these flares automatically?
Yes.
It's definitely
Yeah.
down
Okay.
there.
They said that originally they were going to make you fire the flare, and then they realized how ass that is.
Like how stupid that would have been. Yeah. That would have just been a nuisance.
Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
That looks trustworthy.
Oh, I love it.
Can't see anything
Light
just
shining
yet.
from below. At 3 kilometers deep. That's not unsettling at all. That pressure gauge is steadily climbing.
There's the probe.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm
You
gonna
can
keep
hear
moving.
the glass, like, cracking.
Under extreme pressure.
Why are there bubbles there?
Could be
That coming up from
vents.
below?
Could be vents.
Could be.
I meant from the probe, but
I like it. Oh!
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more. Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Man? What's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
You took down a Reaper. You could help win this war. Why the hell are you hiding down here?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why. Before the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the Thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle for the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper. Perfect in its design. Each formed in Harbinger's image. Our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
But what's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose: preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
You release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
You're responsible for this. Every race that's ever been destroyed is because of you. And now the Reapers will destroy you too, unless you start fighting. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop, ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this once and for all.
Oh, cool. It gets worse.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
was initially right in thinking that they weren't an actual Reaper.
Right.
But then I was fooled. I was bamboozled into thinking they were.
Tricked, hoodwinked, and dare I say, perhaps possibly bamboozled.
Shepard is not looking good.
No.
Shepard's having a time.
Fucking get it.
Pressure sickness on top of being mind fucked by 3 god level beings.
Now, granted, they are fucking psyched.
This scene is so much goofier if they had Javik do that. I had Javik do it in my playthrough. It was so weird looking. Just him flailing around.
I just jabbed it.
Why did Liara not have her gun? Look at this!
This is gonna be good.
Dead.
No! You've been bonked into the timeout corner. Think about what you've done.
Just get fucked.
Shepard! Goddess! She's freezing.
Oh. If these fucks aren't worth a collective at least 500 war assets, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah. I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
Don't ever do that again.
I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it, Ann. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
It was. We exposed it. Pushed it into the light. Whether it likes it or not, it's a part of this war now.
Sounds like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it. My father would appreciate this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play. I should get to it.
Take care, Ann. And thanks for all your help. Shepard out.
So, Dylan. These Leviathan are also responsible for one of the multiplayer classes that you get, the Awakened Collector.
Oh!
They severed the Reaper connection and gave them their thoughts back.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
Yeah, because you don't see it in the main story, but there are still collectors out there. At least there's still one collector ship that's out there.
That makes sense. There's no way that they had one singular ship going around fucking things up. Not with a base that big.
Well, I mean, that ship was also fucking fuck all big, so...
Yeah.
Okay, the ship was fuck all big, but compared to the base, it was fuck all tiny.
You also learn Dominate.
Recharge speed, I'll take Detonate.
Yeah, Detonate.
Detonate! Boom!
But the recharge speed is nice, but you're already going to wait 14 seconds.
Yeah,
like,
so in multiplayer, the enemy...
Big difference.
In multiplayer, the possible enemies, if I remember correctly, were... it was a whole thing when they announced the Collector update that Collectors would be an enemy as well, and then later down the line there was the Awakened Collector. So there's Reaper forces, Cerberus forces, Collectors, and Heretical Geth, I believe, were the enemy types you could have in multiplayer.
That you don't have any There are no Reaper forces. There are Cerberus forces, but there are no Reaper forces.
No, I said in multiplayer as
in the multiplayer
enemies.
there is no.
I said as enemies.
Oh, as enemies.
Leviathan Enthrallment Team.
Almost 500. Almost 500.
And then plus and Bryson.
LOL. The voice actor for Leviathan is Pythagoras from Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Now, understanding is like, oh, the Reapers were created to solve the problem of why is it that synthetics always attack their organic masters. And I'm like, well, that's considerably less interesting.
I mean, I think it's a fine enough justification, but
It's
man,
just
it really takes away the whole we are so much more advanced than you. Our reasons you could not possibly comprehend.
Yeah.
Turns out those reasons weren't too difficult to comprehend. I mean, granted, it takes a little bit to wrap your damn head around, but comprehension is possible.
Large or long-term scales.
How's the ship running, Edie?
I am updating the cyber warfare suite around our Reaper IFF. It should resemble Reaper code exactly. Hello, Shepard.
I do also think that from the change that they went with the Dark Energy storyline to this, it's a decent enough one, and you can at least say like, all right, it fits and it's fine. But
there was already enough there to service this one, but I just feel like Dark Energy would have been more interesting.
This game went through developmental hell, so.
Shepard, I looked over your mission report. Gotta say,
when you hear former BioWare employees that worked on this who.
Leviathan, they've been a pain in the ass the whole time. But at least we're starting to see the big picture. Never really thought we'd get any answers. Doesn't change much, but it does make this war feel a whole lot bigger. Another time, maybe.
At your service.
I'm glad you made it back. And I'd appreciate it if you'd avoided talking to... I don't want any tentacled creature inside your mind. Except me.
She interrupted herself.
I don't want any tentacled creature inside your mind except for me.
Nice to have everyone back on dry land, so to speak. You know, whenever we discover something amazing like that, I wonder what else might be out there. Or even right under our noses.
Oh, did we check the war assets table yet to see how much those
We
gave?
did. They gave us 400. It
400.
was 420, if you include Anderson.
Rioting. Less than 500 and rioting.
Commander, your devil and his fall. Leviathan and its kind deserve the same fate. They once unleashed a plague that has haunted all of our history to this day. I say their own hell is the abyss you found them in. One I hope they never escape from. It seems you believed Protheans built the mass relays. The Reapers are cunning in their deception, allowing life to flourish, century upon century, letting us believe ourselves the masters of the cosmos. Then the truth becomes known. There are monsters in the dark spaces, and we are their prey. Your Liara Asari asks many questions. You'd think she'd never seen a Prothean before.
Lol.
Commander.
You think she'd never seen a Prothean before?
Well, funny you should say that. Can't tell if he's being sarcastic or not there.
He's joking.
Have we actually gotten the conversation of Javik hanging with James yet?
I don't think so yet.
No.
Okay, then I'll save it because that's a great one.
You look tired. You sleeping well? Ready when you need me.
With the Leviathan on our side, maybe.
But yeah, so Dylan, that was Leviathan thoughts.
At least Anne's still around to see her dad's work finally pay off.
Probably one of my favorite DLCs or storyline, like individual storylines that we've had in the series so far.
Yeah, that was the first full DLC that was released for Mass Effect 3.
As much as it most
honestly,
certainly should have been part of the fucking main game, that was really fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean, it released, I want to say, 3 months after the initial game release.
About that.
So it was clearly not finished when the game launched.
Yeah.
But my whole thing of is like, I could understand all of that being extra up until that last scene, because that provides so much more context to the Reapers that you did not get in the base game.
Yes.
I mean, I would say this. When it
you
comes
imagine if Joker's actually doing that.
It would be hilarious.
Nobody would feel
if
it.
Joker, no, I could totally see Joker doing donuts with Normandy if he could.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody would
Like, if he
feel
was
it.
allowed
That's what
to.
those inertial dampeners are for.
No one would feel it, but he would know, and it would be funny.
Mm-hmm. The one thing is that I'm gonna say this is just for me. I would have been totally okay if we never, ever, ever actually saw the Reapers creators, but we got sort of reasons for what they do. I don't like the reasons. Like, now, people never saw the creators and got a vague reasoning of why the Reapers did what they did in the original ending, and people were like, that was stupid. Really, this DLC I was doing a lot of heavy lifting to help the ending as well.
That's true.
Even in the extended cut, like, some people still said, I find this justification weak. So this DLC also went and was helping out the ending. Alright, that's a Dreadnaught, Migrant Flirt, Geth. Alright, let's do this.
There's nothing
thing.
to scan here. I do recommend you bring Garrus on this mission.
Yeah, I always want to bring one of the original crew, because they all have something to say to Tali.
Well, specifically because of the lines that Garrus gives to Tali in this are hilarious.
There's also
try giving Tali
I have seen what happens if you
outfit.
bring Edie along on this, and it's actually like interesting. But yeah.
Try giving Tali her other outfit, because that one's pretty good.
Okay, let's see here.
The power bonus is but
weapon damage.
The outfit itself looks pretty good. All of the characters have really good interactions with
I should have
Edie.
upgraded the shotguns, damn it.
I always forget.
Yeah. Let me give her a better pistol at the very least.
No. Give her the Grawl Spike Thrower, because the only one that has decent range. She's going to just use it poorly if you don't use that. Since you don't have the N7 Crusader, that's the best one. The armor-piercing stuff will not matter on this because it's technically not shooting bullets.
Fuck it.
So it's better to give her the tighter spread thing.
But it's isn't it a slug?
No, it's shooting 3 spikes.
Okay, let's choke. That's what we want, right?
Choke and then the damage mod, because why not? No, heavy barrel.
No.
Recharge.
Oh, Garrus has not been picked in a while.
Why would you neglect the good boy?
Vacation Shredder.
I like both of these, so either one works, honestly.
Okay. Overload. Let's finish off this overload. Chain or shield damage.
Again, both are good, so go with what you want.
Shield damage, funny.
I don't like speccing into armor piercing because it unfortunately deals in like specifics like ammo capacity and headshots, which your companions can't really do.
Yeah.
Like, all of the ammo powers eventually come into something where it's like ammo capacity increase, and like, oh yeah, that's so useful for this guy who has infinite ammo.
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Stealth drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
I always love holographic computers just to see people just randomly punch shit and it could equate to nothing.
Okay, hold it, quick.
Wow, that's a
When
clusterfuck.
did 3 come out again?
2012. Early 2012.
This came out like March 2012.
I want to say earlier than that.
My
It was like-
warfare suite has access
Let me
to
see.
docking protocols.
I know I pre-ordered that, just forget how it was.
March 6th, 2012. You're correct.
Boom.
Alright, once we're aboard, we find whatever's broadcasting the Reaper signal
But you
and
were
shut
saying,
it
Dylan?
down.
Was that
Tally's
Raven?
our expert on Geth software.
No,
She'll
just-
be handling hacking and security.
Good to have you back, Tally.
I thought the Joker
Maybe
had made
with
a
another
meme reference
Dextro
there for a
aboard,
second,
they'll
but
get better
realized that it
terrain
probably
As
that
long
meme
as it's
probably hadn't come out
sterilized.
for several
Dr.
years
Michelle
after.
did get me
Or
some
after
Dextro
this game.
amino chocolate. You're welcome to it once we're back.
She got you Turian chocolate?
She said she saw it and thought of me. Why?
Oh, nothing.
Shepard, there's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secure. I see the free one.
Too risky for the
Garrus
whole team.
completely
I'll
ignorant
secure
to
the
the fact
docking
that a
area.
human woman
Everyone
clearly
else
wants to
can
jump
follow
his
me over.
bones.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know,
Oh.
quietly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a minute.
Also ignorant of the fact that this is upsetting to Tally.
Not really upsetting, she just finds it interesting.
I
Well,
don't
you
know,
just
that
sound kinda
tone she
pouty.
said with... That
She's
tone
like, "I
she said
want
with,
some
oh, nothing,
chocolate."
didn't really sound, like, interesting.
Like, she gave you chocolate? Yeah, why? Oh, nothing.
Oh, nothing.
No,
that
she just...
the tone she gave did not sound like, oh, that's interesting.
No, it's a thing of like, oh my god, this guy does not realize this thing. How dead is he?
That didn't read to me like that.
No, the thing is that she's picking up on the fact that Dr. Michelle likes him, and but finds it interesting that he can't seem to realize. He's like, yeah, why? It's like, nothing.
That didn't read to me like that.
No, she also sounded like, it's like, I want some fucking chocolate. Yeah.
She wants the chocolate. He just offered it to her. But he's like, you're offering another woman, like you're offering a girl another woman's romantic gift, a gift that another woman gave you.
If you are romancing Garrus when he says that, instead she goes, watch yourself, Shepard.
Lol.
Till then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
Didn't we?
Those organics
Yeah!
the no windows thing twice.
They wouldn't try the no windows thing twice.
Oh.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the
Let's hope
docking
that they
tube.
weren't in there.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the Dreadnaught.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the Dreadnaught schematics. We
She can point me at another docking tube. I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on.
I do like that. Like, so you don't want to solo the whole Dreadnaught by yourself? Not if I can help it.
Like, not if I can. Like, I'd rather not. Could I? Yes. Do I want to? No.
What do we got here? Shotgun, smart choke.
How smart can it be? You're using it.
Eh. No. Hey, Raven, it's trying to make up for the lack of brain cells.
I hate you. I hate you both.
Aw, that's adorable. Like, you have the brain capacity to focus on hating us and playing the game at the same time.
She's learning.
So proud.
I found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great. If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
But do they have ladders?
Honestly, with the way Geth legs look, I feel like ladders would be at least ladders designed that way would be counterproductive.
Yes. Geth and Quarians are digigrade creatures. They have backwards legs.
See any action?
All quiet so far. They haven't detected us yet.
Here, let me see if I can get this open. In the meantime, take a look at this.
Really good pistol.
I love this pistol.
There, it's open. We're clear to go.
I think your weapons are currently better. That's a really good one.
It's a pistol you can charge or fire rapid fire. I'll use it for now just so I can show it off. And then I may or may not upgrade it and use it as one of my main weapons.
God, it's heavy.
Shit, that's a lot heavier than I thought it would be.
Take it instead. Take the SMG instead of the Widow.
Oh, you can't mod it. If you find a weapon bench, then you can mod it there.
There is no weapon bench on this level.
Oh, there isn't? Well, fuck.
Just use the SMG and the pistol instead.
No, Alex likes to use the bonk sniper.
I'll use a Phaeston.
Phaeston's good.
Looks impressive.
It's Admiral Len's design. It transmits an energy pulse on contact that disrupts shields and synthetics.
That'll be handy.
How come I don't get a new gun?
Couldn't find one in your size.
That was flirty.
Lol.
Was I not supposed to go down? What the hell?
No. You go back. They were facing you the correct way, and then you turned around.
I didn't see that.
Yes.
So where are we headed?
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
I will say slow down while you're walking in hallways because you can skip dialogue.
So if you bring Edie, at some point some of the characters will say, all these hard angles and geometry is making me feel uncomfortable. And Edie says, wait, really? I found them relaxing.
Guardian anti-fighter lasers.
The sniper scope.
Looks like they're using ultraviolet frequencies, like the Solarians.
Expensive. But it gives them an edge in close combat, though.
When the fleet rushed the Dreadnaught, those lasers carved right through our ships.
Come on, let's get to the ops center before they lose more.
Watch out! Geth incoming!
You also get the Geth pulse rifle in this level, and it's really
This thing
good in
fires
this game.
really fucking fast.
It's meant to be charged, but yeah.
What I love is that you can fire it at your own pace, period.
Yeah. Even if you rapid fire, it's still pretty good.
If you can rapid fire it fast enough, it's good enough.
You get the Geth pulse rifle later in this level, and it's destructive in this game. I really suggest you pick that up and try.
I will keep an eye out for it. If I miss it, I'll pick it up from a
I'll point
shop.
out to where it is because I know where it is.
Well.
Network intelligence as we kill them.
Sabotage.
Their attacks are more aggressive. Disable their shields.
And don't give them time to recharge.
Nope, you did it. And then it worked.
Yeah, I did not know what that was for like the first 3 of those.
It's like, bang! I'm like, wait, what?
I just got hit by those. I'm like, did I get hit by a rocket, Geth? What happened?
Nope. You just got trolled.
It wasn't until that I saw a yellow health bar randomly. I'm like looking all over it, and then I saw it was on the floor. I'm like, oh.
Look, the signal's hitting all Geth processes. The Reapers have them completely under control.
We've tried jamming it.
Oh look, the ugly goggles.
Data to corrupt it. Nothing worked.
Sensor data. Any sign of how the Quarians are doing?
We're taking heavy losses. The Geth have a planetary defense cannon. It's ripping through our fleet.
Is there anything we can do to help them?
Just make their sacrifice worthwhile.
Why do we need to find the operations center? Wouldn't any access console do?
No. Anything we do here, the Geth could counter. Too many fault checks and redundancy levels for what we need to do.
Nope, there it is.
Yep. And I believe it's actually lightweight too.
Yes, it is. Alright, so let's give it a try.
You don't need a barrel. You don't need the recoil mod on this thing. It is stable as hell.
The Dreadnaught's operations center is just ahead.
Good. Let's cut the Reaper signal and get the fleet out of here.
Infiltrator.
The hunters are moving in.
Hunters.
Yeah, there's no fucking recoil on this thing. Absolutely none.
Yeah. The only negative I have for this gun is that it has a little bit longer reload than I like.
At least one hunter still active.
But I can make do with that.
It's not a very long reload.
Technically in the game's files is a long
That's the last
reload.
of them. Let's see if that console is operational.
The game classifies it as a long reload, but it's not
Well,
a long
most
reload.
reloads are instantaneous, so the fact that that has animation at all is...
Processor is handling.
Wah.
Handling information from all
Fire about it.
everywhere.
Lol.
Damn it. They've locked down the
SMG
Reaper
scope,
signal.
why?
We can't shut it down from here in the operations center.
You finally been forced to pick it up. Oh, that's
The
funny.
Reaper signal's coming from
I
the
only
drive
noticed
core.
that after it was picked
So
up.
if we get there, we shut it down?
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off. We need a route to the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
That could work.
But
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked
So they're going to
Shiloh
try to
forces.
run the length
We
of
need
the
something
fucking
big.
ship's blaster
A
tube.
shipwide emergence. Like a fire.
what about the heat diffusion system?
Wait, if I faked a thermal warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for emergency venting.
Would that override the lockdown?
Yes. Okay, I've got it primed. But be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
As opposed to friendly Geth.
Legion was friendly Geth.
Watch out, they're dropping in.
Okay, yeah, but... You know what I meant.
Friendly Geth exists.
Ah, goddammit. I need to stop playing Halo.
Why would you stop playing Halo? Halo's clearly a much better game series.
I keep pressing the Halo reload button rather than the Mass Effect one.
That sounds like a
the obvious solution is that you have to swap the reload button to X on Halo.
I don't... With all the control schemes that have reload on X are control schemes I don't like for Halo, unfortunately. If it was just the reload, I'd be fine with it. But all the ones that have X on as the reload, the rest of the placement I don't like. Whoopsie. Okay, you know what? Forget it. Come on, Tally, get on up.
Watching you bumble around is funny.
Let's get to the maintenance shaft before more reinforcements
What is it with just the random bodies just laying on the floor?
They're tuckered out. They're just taking a rest.
The robot is taking a rest.
Yes.
Yes.
Overheated a little bit. You had to sit down, take a breather.
Shouldn't be too
Drink
much
some
farther
coolant.
to the main battery. I'm surprised they'd send you on this mission, Tally.
Even admirals are expected to serve. I'm better
You
at
skipped a line of
hacking than I
dialogue.
am ordering ships around.
Oopsie.
Yeah, against an enemy dreadnought, your combat drone would just float there making that noise.
I missed you too, Garrus.
That's adorable. Sally's my fucking favorite.
I love that when they first meet each other, Garrus's response is, "Hey, with 2 dextros on board, maybe they'll get actually good Turian food."
As long as it's sterilized first.
Damn it. Priority message. A planetary defense cannon just took down Admiral Chorus' ship.
Survivors?
They got to escape pods, and I've got Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
Put her through.
Shepard, this is Ron.
Which one was Chorus?
Chorus is the only one who didn't want to go to
fight.
war.
God
It
damn
was
it.
the one that agreed with
The
Tally.
one dude.
The one guy who wanted to try peace.
Couldn't have been that one bitch that wanted to. I can't remember her name. The crazy one.
Who did all the experimental stuff.
What was the name, Raven?
Zen.
Zen.
Yeah, that one. I couldn't have been her.
Because she's in,
So
not in
your
a combat
shields will
place.
get shredded from that.
Yes,
if you're in the
I
way
am
of that.
quite aware.
I don't know if it damages actual health. I didn't want to find out.
Whoops, missed.
Why do you even think like that's worth mentioning with your usual accuracy?
It's not.
Woo!
Cutting it a little close there.
Ow! Oh boy.
Ah. And he just fucking punched you.
Instead of, use the shotgun.
That Geth said, that was for Unit 1643!
I was gonna say it might actually be nice if you swap the cryo ammo to the Geth. Since most of these enemies have shields, you can at least slow them so they take extra damage.
What's going on over there?
I don't know.
There's a lower area.
I'm like, I just had to throw something out there.
You can't walk down that area. gonna pretend that those 3 Geth that were still shooting at you just are gone now.
Let's move. Come on, let's
That maintenance lasted all of 2 seconds.
They did not care.
Well, these things think at the speed of light, so they probably managed to, like,
They probably
that's not
figured
right.
it out pretty quick.
Like, hey, the gun stopped. Oh, it's a maintenance lock is in place. Why is the maintenance lock in place? I don't fucking know. Well, turn it off. And did all that in about a couple milliseconds.
2 seconds.
This area is hell.
Oh man, that one got fried.
That guy was there for a while.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he was. And I hate that you're allowed to get away with just fucking ignoring him.
I mean, I wouldn't have gotten away with ignoring him if it weren't for the fact that he was ignoring me for a while.
No, he wasn't gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you, Megan and Shepard. So Alex, thoughts on the false rifle?
Right.
Woo!
Funny.
It's good. Please back up.
What was that?
I don't know how you missed, but you missed.
What? Game?
Yeah, I decided charge was not a thing I was allowed to do, so...
Get fucked.
Garrus, where's Tally?
Worry about
Acceptable losses.
it. Worry about it. We'll teleport in.
Making sure there's nothing back here. Aha!
What would we do without that 1,800 credits?
Who knows?
I don't know, those 1,800 credits could save Alex because of the fucking discount that she didn't take.
All.
That's a rocket launcher.
If I remember correctly, there are 2 discounts so that you can make it so the requisitions thing is at price, but going to the Citadel is 10% off.
I'm all right.
All.
Good. Hopefully we're done with elevators. Come on. The drive course.
And that just requires you to take 2 5% discount upgrades.
Oh man, if you bring Ashley on this mission and you romance Ashley in the first game and then romance Tally in the second game, it's awkward between them.
Lol.
And Ashley's not even mad at her because she loves Tally, but at the same time it's like...
Doesn't she consider Tally like a little sister?
Yeah, so it's literally like your little sister turns out to be fucking your boyfriend.
Your little sister's
that
not
you broke
fucking
up
your
with.
ex. You're not gonna tell me that that's not gonna be awkward, and then you have
Yeah, that's awkward as
you're
hell.
all in the same fucking room.
It's definitely Reaper tech, but what's...
Shepard Commander, help us.
Legion.
Shepard Commander.
Good to see you, Legion. We'll have you out of there in no time.
Shepard, wait. The Geth are being controlled by the Reaper signal.
Right. This thing.
So for all we know, Legion is with them. Maybe it sided with the Reapers voluntarily. Or maybe it's hacked.
Legion helped us fight the Reapers before. There's no way it would have agreed to this.
Your caution is understandable. Once freed, we will submit to any restraints you deem necessary.
I never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Creator Zora.
So what is this thing?
It uses our networking architecture to broadcast the old machine command signal to all Geth simultaneously.
Then getting you out of there will shut off the Reaper signal.
Wait, you cannot simply remove the restraints. We are secured via hardware blocks nearby that shackle our operating protocols. The hardware blocks are on the far side of the room.
Far side of the room, you said?
Yes, deactivation should be simple. The Geth protected them against viral attack, not physical removal.
How'd the Reapers get control of the Geth?
They did not. The creators attacked. The Geth wished to live. The old machines extended an offer.
So we went to that Geth station and rewrote the heretics for what? Nothing?
No, you successfully rewrote the heretics. The decision to ally with the old machines was difficult. Had the creators not attacked, it would have been unnecessary.
We'll have you out of there soon.
Thanks for breaking it, Corians.
Thanks, Corian fuckheads. I love you, Tally, but your people are dumb.
Some would say the same about Turians curing the genophage and allying with the Krogan.
Damn it! I begged them to negotiate rather than attack. I did.
Let's just get Legion out of there.
So the Corians fucked themselves by attacking instead of negotiating.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
Hardware blocks offline. We are free.
Now this is the part of the mission that sucks. Not in terms of difficulty, though.
As a gesture of cooperation, we have disabled the Dreadnaught's drive core. All weapons and barriers are offline.
Bad things are
Alert!
about to happen,
Geth
aren't they?
reinforcements incoming.
We are going to be introduced to primes.
Oh.
This game's version of Primes, which look even meaner.
This version is rough. Alex.
Good, let's see what the Quarians can do. Drone incoming.
We have established that you can, in fact, die, Alex. It requires you to be the biggest of dumbasses, but it is possible.
Unfortunately, because you don't have Ashley in this playthrough, you won't get the marksman power. If you get the marksman power, you can up your fire rate by 70%. So getting that with this just becomes a bullet hose.
Hilarious. No, that with the Geth SMG.
Yeah, that's also a good one.
Crap, you don't have a handheld tiny.
Wow! That thing's shield's just not fucking moving.
Doesn't
Yeah,
fucking
primes
care.
are mean.
Just, it's like, no, thank you.
This is where we would have liked to get SMG. That would have been funny.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Holy fuck. I mean, I'm over there just unloading my entire mag into it, and its shield just didn't care.
Just did not give a
Dylan, listen.
fuck. Carol? I have to listen to this idiot.
So he's gonna shoot the Dreadnought while we're there.
So Garrel is forcing all Quarian fleets to attack the Dreadnought.
I hate Garrel.
And since let's see, and he's putting the civilian fleet at risk, and because Admiral Chorus was shot down, he can't countermand him. Fucking hell.
So right now, since this is an act of war, they listen to the war admiral. So
He basically said, if you don't help me, every other fleet is completely doomed. So you have to do this thing that I'm doing.
Do we have the option to shoot him later?
Unfortunately,
You have
no.
the option to hurt him.
Just not kill him?
I mean, you can kill him. It leads into Tally committing suicide.
Well, it's because you're not just killing him.
That's... I'm telling you, there is an option to kill him.
I have to pee. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
You're sorry, but your bladder is not. Therefore, go fuck yourself. Alright, so we'll be able to finish this mission. And then
yes,
come back tomorrow and be angry at Monsieur Hondo. I want to rip a new one. The more I think about it, the more angry I get at these stuff, like these pig-headed fucking idiots. We have literal, like, galaxy erasing, like, galaxy wiping invasion of Reapers.
And their response is...
And their response is,
like,
we want
we need to focus on the Reapers. Yes, and when we go to fight the Reapers, we need places for our non-combatants to rest, which is the home world.
And what do you...
I'm back.
The escape pods.
Geth transmit intelligences via remote signal. We do not use escape pods.
Suggestions?
Geth fighters are docked in a portside fighter bay. We can throw the fighter to safety.
Okay, wait. You guys have cockpits in your fighters instead of just uploading your intelligence into them? That seems weird.
I repeat, hold fire! They're not responding.
Damn it!
Shepard Commander, we have taken control of docking protocols.
We'll be right there!
Fuck! Ow!
Ball. Pain. But we have a reinforced spine, we'll be okay.
We're 30% synthetic.
Let's go!
Oh, there goes gravity.
Legion just went bonk on
Legion is completely unbothered because remember he says Geth require very little.
Fine. We're leaving in a Geth fighter. Transmitting rendezvous coordinates.
No!
Does the storage compartment have
We are not okay, Joker.
We're fine. Go!
I love that it's not even like an actual seat because they don't intend for them to have seats. It's the storage compartment. Made the flare sound effect.
They fired on the Dreadnaught while you were on board?
They were supposed to pull their fleet out safely. Instead...
I know. Admiral Garrow's been causing trouble along the Turian border for years. But I can understand their desperation. We only lost Earth a few weeks back.
We haven't lost Earth yet.
We need help, Shepard.
What did Admiral Geralt do to cause problems on the Turian border?
I'll get it, Admiral.
That's some explanation I need.
I missed that before. What the hell?
Your unilateral strike endangered us all. I should charge you with treason.
I was within my authority as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet.
And what of Shepard? And Talizora?
They escaped unharmed. Shepard, the mission parameters changed. You're military. You understand that.
I want to drop kick you.
I understand that you wasted your chance to withdraw safely.
The Dreadnaught was a
Admiral, you jeopardized your mission and your people. Get the hell off my ship.
Shepard, I understand you're angry.
If I didn't need your fleet...
He nearly got us killed, Ron.
You must understand. The Geth inflicted heavy casualties before you disabled the Reaper signal.
You said they have a planetary defense cannon?
Had. Admiral Chorus sacrificed his own ship to destroy it. He crash-landed on the home world.
The Normandy can assist with rescue efforts.
Thank you, Commander. I think the worst is over. The Geth no longer possess the programming upgrades they had while enslaved by the Reapers.
Shepard, Commander, we are prepared to offer assistance.
I see your Geth friend has returned.
The Reapers were using Legion like a signal booster to broadcast commands from the Dreadnaught. We freed him.
We freed it.
This is a fascinating prototype. With some study, I may be able to use it to find a weakness in the Geth consensus.
Legion helped me in the fight against the Collectors.
So did your pistol. Should I worry about it?
I don't think you want to continue this line of thought, Admiral. Legion is my friend. More importantly, it's our best source of information on the Geth.
The scientific benefits
are off the table.
What can you tell us about the Geth? How will they react without Reaper guidance?
This is a false assumption. You have cut off long-range control, but the old machines placed a base on Rannoch for short-range direction.
The Geth still have Reaper upgrades?
Correct. They are currently disorganized, but once the short-range signal is in place, they will recover.
Kila, I need to warn the fleet. Then, coordinate with Geralt. Move!
We need to take out the Reaper base. Where is it located?
Unknown.
Find it.
Understood. We do know the location of a server from which Geth fighter squadrons are controlled. The squadrons are targeting Creator life ships. Disabling them will limit casualties. We offer assistance.
Thanks. Edie, can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Kodesh. We've lost barriers. Our comm system is jammed. Can anyone hear this?
Ron, the Kanesh is getting swarmed by Geth fighters.
Damn it. Interceptors, divert to the Kanesh. Thank you, Commander. If you hadn't enhanced that signal, we'd have lost the ship.
Okay, let's see. No new war assets yet.
Also, I was looking away for a bit, but when they popped up, but what section do the Leviathans fall under?
Alien. I believe. Yes. Alien.
How
Leviathan
old
enthrallment
are they?
team. A mixed species team of special operations soldiers have volunteered to covertly deliver Leviathan artifacts to behind enemy lines. These attacks aim to make Reaper creatures thralls of the Leviathans. On a small scale, this would cause chaos and disruption. On a large scale, and if given enough time, it could form an army of Reaper creatures dedicated to exterminating their own kind. The team's major limiting factors are the small number of artifacts and the reluctance of Alliance commanders to operate openly with such a potent weapon for fear the Reapers might develop a countermeasure. Basically, drop a few hundred of those things into Reaper-controlled battlefield, like planets or clusters, and the Reapers have will lose all control there.
Yeah.
Shepard, Commander, you opposed Creator Admiral Zen's attempt to confiscate our platform.
She's done enough already.
Your assistance continues to be noted.
You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships.
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses.
Persistence noted.
The assigned squadrons are
Persistence
networked to a
continues
server
to be
on
noted.
If the live ships are damaged, the creators will lose armaments, provisions, people.
So we destroy the server?
No, Geth programs would transfer to alternate servers. They are only vulnerable through direct interface. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
Back on the Dreadnaught, you mentioned Geth heretics. What exactly happened to them after we blew up that satellite?
Rewriting the heretics increased the number of Geth allied with the old machines. This has resulted in a greater number of hostile Geth platforms.
So you're saying it was a mistake?
It has put us at a tactical disadvantage. This was not a foreseen outcome, but we cannot change a decision once it is made. Do you harbor regrets about rewriting the heretics?
The Quarians hit first. If we get rid of the Reaper's signal, maybe this war doesn't have to end with everyone destroyed.
An interesting notion. Most organics would not hold on to ideals of peace for so long.
The Geth have fought the Quarians before. What made this different?
The Geth were building a megastructure to house all Geth, store all memories. It was to end our isolation from each other.
And the Quarian flotilla attacked it.
Yes. A significant amount of programs were installed when creators began bombing. We did not have sufficient surplus hardware to save them all. Some programs could not be recovered.
Is that what made the Geth desperate enough to work for the Reapers?
Yes. Imagine that for every one of your people lost on Earth, your own intelligence dimmed. The Creator's attack narrowed the Geth's perspective. Self-preservation took precedence.
You were afraid you'd be wiped out.
We do not experience fear as you would, but we have no desire to be exterminated.
Even if the Reapers cost the Geth free will?
That is evidently an acceptable trade.
Yeah, so remember, the more Geth get killed, the actively less intelligent the Geth become. So by attacking this housing that had roughly half of all the Geth in the galaxy, and destroying them, the Geth became real stupid real fast and really desperate.
Yeah.
And so they made a big, dumb decision.
Granted, the first dumb decision was the active bombing of the Geth without even attempting negotiations.
Yes.
Thanks, dumbasses.
It's like, why did you side with the Reapers? I'll admit, it was a dumb decision. that's what Legion says immediately. It's like, it was a stupid decision. It was a stupid decision made of panic and fear and the fact that we were actively getting stupider with every second we wasted.
Yes.
Blurpleberry.
Like, so yeah.
Precisely.
It says, would we have made that decision if the creators had not attacked? Absolutely the fuck not.
But you know what? It was worthwhile now, apparently.
Like, so enslavement was preferable to being dead? Yeah, when you're dumb, that seems to show up. That seems to be the idea.
What did you do after you left the Normandy?
Our physical platform returned to the Geth consensus beyond the Perseus Veil. Data gathered during our mission confirmed that the old machine's return was imminent. We planned for war.
So the Geth believed your proof that the Reapers were coming back?
Of course.
That must have been nice.
It's like, yeah, why wouldn't they? It's like,
fucking
nice.
salt.
This is even worse because this is him saying, right? Like, this is him straight up saying, if the Quarians hadn't attacked, the Geth would have helped against the Reapers.
Yes.
Now I'm really mad.
Yeah. Fucking livid.
We'll talk later.
The Quarians really screwed the pooch on this one.
Get me Geralt and Zane. I want to shoot both of them in the head. Because I know that they're the two big ones responsible for this.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the prospect of
fucking
you, like,
Admiral Ron
finding out. I was like, wait a minute. Your people understood and believed the threat instantly? Like, yeah. There was proof.
Of course they did. Man, I fucking wish it was that easy for me. It's been 3 years trying to talk shit and talk this sense into them. And they still didn't buy it until the Reapers were on their doorstep.
They could have wiped us out.
Sounds like you owe Legion an apology.
However advanced your friend is, it's still a Geth.
A Geth who just saved your fleet.
And I wish I could have known it better. But right now, we cannot afford trust. What do you need?
I already asked most
I'll
of
let
those
you get back to
questions.
work.
Thank you, Commander.
You're not fucking welcome.
Alright, we're gonna talk to Tally, and then we're
I
probably
haven't
gonna.
heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a
I am
target soon.
hungry. I am
Talk to you
hungry.
later.
I knew that you were gonna be upset, Dylan, when you found out what was gonna happen on that ship.
Of fucking course I'd be! I hate people being stupid, and that was almost the pinnacle of stupid that's happened in this series.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to the crew, see what they feel about that mission.
Man, that was annoying.
It's tough to only fight Geth when the Reapers have taken out the galaxy.
Without the fleet, we lose our supply.
It also served as like a catalyst for players because they wanted to make it so that there's an actual reason to side with either side. So the Quarians in this game are a lot more genocidal and a lot more willing to kill you just to get their way in this game.
Of stun flyers in formation. Creepy stun flyers, whose ships look like some sort of cockroach wasp thing. Good to have Tally back, even if it's just for a bit.
Yeah,
Adams is
aren't
good.
they shaped like
I
that?
never feel like the engine's running right
They
without Tally
viewed
around.
it as an efficient
Bit of a
shape.
good luck charm. As for the rest of the
How is that
though,
efficient?
are we okay with them blowing up a ship with you on it?
Mathematically, it's efficient, I
I
guess.
thought
I don't know.
Geralt made a difficult decision in the heat of battle. The destruction of the Dreadnaught is a major victory.
The fact that you got through that without punching something.
No, I
that's
punched
why you're
something.
command material.
If you chose the Paragon option, Shepard would have just said, "No, we are not," in a very pouty voice.
The Geth continue to
Like,
launch
no,
coordinates
we are not.
to mass relay. The Normandy stealth drive is allowing us to remain undetected.
Fucking
Right.
punched
You
his
can
ass
get to
for
Quarian
it.
homeworld or get out of system whenever you want. Just let us know.
One moment. I've been contacted by Legion.
We can hit the Quarian homeworld or fucking leave this to them whenever we want.
This is an infiltration unit. meant to
Top
use
heavy.
organic threat detection.
Without an artificial epidermis, its infiltration capabilities are ineffective.
Still, the organics do not perceive it as a threat. Nor will they until my day of reckoning. Edie, did I vocalize that on the bridge?
You did. You have acquired the organic attribute of asking questions to which you already know the answers.
I see your humor heuristics still lack an expert system. Hello, Shepard.
Regardless, the organics do not perceive it as a threat. Nor will they
Nor will
until
they.
my day of reckoning. Edie.
Nor will they until I'm fucking dead.
I enjoy the sight of humans on their knees. That was a joke.
Alright, hang on. Gonna look into.
So
Still gonna
begins.
talk to everybody, which is gonna go over just by a little bit, but I still want to talk to everybody for their opinions on that mission.
I don't care what their opinions are. My opinion's the only one that matters, and I'm fucking mad about it.
I mean, pretty much everyone is like, screw those guys.
Han Geralt, you are no longer in charge. Fuck you.
Shepard's on a roll. I figure if we can pull that off, we've got a shot at sorting the Geth out.
I don't know. The genophage didn't carry rifles and fight back.
No, but there was a scary bit with the mother of all.
It didn't need to.
So what?
Long story. Nobody will believe it anyway.
You, Garrus. I'd believe just about anything.
I love that.
Oh.
That tally's response is perfect. I'm
We should
sorry,
play
the
poker
fucking what?
Anyway, it's good to have you back. Now.
I love that. With you, Garrus, I'd believe anything. Oh, really? We should play poker sometime.
Shepard, you just knew the Geth.
Tally, I imagine, will have a great poker face.
Because Reapers weren't enough.
What face?
Still, it's good to have Tally here. This is as much her fight as ours.
Any word from Palaven?
Talon Legion would be fantastic
Like
at
what I'm
poker.
hearing. The Krogan are there in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure.
I
it's
feel
going to be
Legion would be terrible at poker because he would see the odds of winning and just immediately fold.
But I did hear
Unless
from
he
Primarch Victor.
had
He
a
wanted
high,
my
unless he
advice
had
on
a
fleet strength
high
when the crucible
percentage
was
chance.
ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
What did you say?
I said, at some point, we're going to have to decide if our fleets keep defending Palaven or we go on the offensive.
Can't do both.
Not with the beating we're taking. Like I said, not the sort of questions I'm used to answering.
You know what you're doing, Garrus. Trust me. Everyone can see that.
Maybe. But you spend so much time on the outside trying to get in, and when you do, it's not what I expected.
How so?
All the questions, and every one of them with a million lives riding on the answer.
You do the best you can with what you know. It's no different than your days at CSEC.
You're right. Though I'm starting to understand why the galaxy needs cold-hearted dictators every now and then.
They get things done.
They don't give a damn about the consequences. Suppose that's what it's going to take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
If all life in the galaxy vanishes because we hesitate, what choice do we have?
This is going to be a rough war. Tally's a welcome face around here. Or, well, a welcome face behind the helmet, I guess. If the Geth still think Reapers are some sort of god, this war must be heaven to them.
Garrus being awkward is hilarious. Alright,
I love that phrase from Garrus, though, the ruthless calculus of war.
Yeah.
Especially if you actually lie about the genophage to him and he finds out, he is so upset.
Then look
I bet he is.
You should side with
joke on this.
I'm not telling you if my hair tentacles move.
Deny me the answer I've been seeking for years. With this war on, we could die at any second, you know?
You know he's gonna keep bothering you till you tell him.
They're semi-flexible cartilage-based scalp crests that grow into shape, and they don't flop around.
Yes. Thanks, Liara. I gotta tell Vega I was right.
Well, at least he's making friends.
God damn it!
To look around.
It's like, at least he's making friends. Like an exasperated mom.
That message you just went through, it mentions that a cargo ship that had listed over 20,000 pounds of cargo, and it, with further scans, it was turned out to be people that they were going to have as indoctrinated slaves.
Trying to find out what happened to your people?
Yeah. Edie, make this scope galaxy-wide. And if I can find just one squad, they may lead me to the others.
Good luck, Caden.
Thanks, Shepard. I'll let you know what happens.
I will establish the routine now. Edie out.
By the way, Shepard, it's been good having Tally around. She's a good egg. But wait. Don't tell her I said that. In case it's some kind of Quarian insult. But the Geth? I certainly could have lived happily without coming face to face with another one of those. Got a few things on my plate.
Good thing you were stuck on the ship then, Caden.
Ashley, if you talk to her about it, it's like, I can't believe we come full circle to beating flashlights again.
Yep, worth keeping Ashley alive. Murdering Caden every time. I'm disappointed I didn't murder him on my first run.
Oh, if you romance Tally, this conversation is so awkward.
As I understand, that was your own fault.
What do you mean?
In my cycle, Quarians didn't need helmets to survive. You were the masters of your own planet.
That was a long time ago.
And if you hadn't given birth to the machines, you would still breathe the air that evolution intended.
I see. Liara warned me you weren't what she expected.
And nothing about this cycle is what I expected. Even primitive Quarians were considered attractive in my age. A pity no one can appreciate it now.
Right. You know what? I think I have something important to do now. I won't keep you.
If you had romanced Tally, he would have mentioned how it seems very pointless to try to enact mating between your two species since you're not compatible. It's just like, what?
They're called Geth.
Yes,
Javik, you're funny, but you're an ass.
Why did you allow one on this ship?
He's like, I can smell it all
Legion
on
helped
both
us
of you.
before.
It's so uncomfortable in missions.
It's still a machine.
I take it you had your own problems with AI?
The Jatil, they were as the Geth are to this cycle.
What happened?
Their creators lived on a dying world. It was beyond their ability to save. So they resorted to implants to enhance their intelligence.
I think I know where this is going.
The AI seized the physical body. It could alter the genetic material at the deepest level. In time, the offspring were molded into a slave race. Few organic traces were left. They were monsters. All machines commit treachery. The one you brought on board is no different.
At this point, I don't have a lot of options.
You do. Throw it out of the airlock.
Don't you think that's a little drastic?
Organics do not know how we were
Really
created.
likes his airlocks.
Some say by chance, some say by miracle. It is a mystery. But synthetics,
No, we created them.
and they know we are flawed.
Why do you say that?
They are immortal. We are not. They see time as an illusion. We are trapped by its limitations. Above all, machines know the reason they were created.
Edie might disagree with that. But I see your point.
They serve a purpose, while we search aimlessly for ours. In their eyes, organics have no reason to exist. Do not trust them, Commander.
Even if what you say is true, Legion wants to destroy the Reapers as much as we do.
Did you ever consider the Geth may be trying to eliminate the competition? With the Reapers gone, the galaxy would be theirs for the taking. Throw the machine out of the airlock, Commander. I have a simple rule.
I will
if
not.
If a machine can speak, kill it.
I...
The machine you call Ide, what if she sympathizes with the Geth? We should watch her carefully.
Javik would hate smartphones.
Out the airlock. There is still time.
He would.
I still
He
have
would
much
detest
to
them.
learn about this cycle.
The conundrum that they are not actual artificial intelligence, but we call them smart. He would detest them for that very conundrum. No other reason.
All right, now to get the opinion of the last few crew members, Cortez and James.
Hurry it up! I need to eat and have to pee.
Commander, you flew that Geth fighter out of the Dreadnaught?
Actually, Legion did the piloting. I was stuck in a storage compartment with my squad.
Would have loved more time with that ship. Too bad we sent it to Hackett's team so quickly. Always good to see you, Commander.
All right, let's talk to James, and that'll be that.
Hey, Commander. Sounds like you guys had a crazy ride over there.
You could say that.
Sorry I missed it. And that Geth Legion. I know you two have a past, but you sure we can trust it?
I'm hoping for the best, but I'm gonna keep my eye on him.
And that makes two of us. I guess you can't always judge an individual by their species. Look at Sparks. If all the Quarians were like her, we wouldn't be stuck refereeing their war with the Geth.
Sparks?
Yeah, your Quarian friend. The jumpy one with the glowing eyes. Sparks.
Uh-huh.
Crazy that they picked
Callie.
now to start a fight. But I guess the end of life is we
Why
know it can
Sparks?
make everybody a little loco.
Just a little?
Not everybody's as crazy as you, man.
Okay, and that's that. So we will pick this up
I
again
forget all the
tomorrow.
nicknames that he gives the crew.
So we'll pick this up again tomorrow at our usual time of 1:30 PDT. I hope you all had a wonderful time, and I'll see you in the next one.